We've never been richer, safer, or more connected. So why are depression and suicide rates skyrocketing? According to a global burden of disease study, incidence of depression in individuals under 30 increased by over 50% from 1990 to 2021. In the United States, suicide rates increased by 35% between 2000 and 2023. What factors contributed to these problems? In this video, I'll walk you through 6 reasons life feels awful today, even as the standard of living rises daily. Number 1. You are under more pressure to succeed. Picture this: a teenager juggling homework, extracurricular activities, and reading late into the night, all to get into a college that might not even guarantee jobs. When you finish college, you still have to compete with thousands of other candidates to get a good job or succeed in business. Apart from the physical stress, the mental stress can add up because you live in constant competition mode. Even if people make it, they often realize they've traded friendships and family dinners for sleepless nights at the office. Now they have all the money and achievements, but feel lonely in their beautiful penthouse. Now they have to spend a lot of money to buy back their health and happiness. If pressure wasn't enough, this second reason even makes it worse. Number 2, you compare yourself with outliers. Ever scrolled through social media and felt like everyone else is richer and has their life in order? You see the 21-year-old lady making $2 million every year from her thriftwear business, or the entrepreneur making $100 million annually. Suddenly, your $80,000 income looks like poverty income, and you now think all the time, what am I doing wrong? How can I get my income to $1 million and be like all the people I see on social media? Meanwhile, your $80,000 income already puts you in the top 20% earners worldwide. If you overestimate what it takes to be a top earner, you're not alone. In a YouGov survey, Americans believe that 10% and 19% of households earn over $1 million and $500,000 respectively. Meanwhile, the actual figures are less than 0.5% and 1% respectively. People walk around with the belief that everybody else is making loads of money. When you compare yourself to outliers, you'll magnify your weaknesses and underplay your strengths. This will make you feel bad about many things, even when you're living a really good life. The third reason is that you consume much more bad news than good. Before you view 5 pieces of content on YouTube, Instagram, or a media outlet, you've seen someone swear that the world has turned into a hell, and they will present strong evidence to back their claims. While the media has always had a negativity bias, bad news is becoming even more popular from traditional media outlets and individuals. Research by David Rosado, Ruth Hughes, and Jamin Halberstadt found that news media headlines in the United States have become gradually more negative since the year 2000. Are good things not happening in the world? Good things happen every day, despite what some people will have you believe. However, good news rarely gets people on the edge of their seats. Good news will not get people emotional enough to binge watch 15 videos about a single topic. Good news will not get people emotional enough to carry placards and start protesting. Only bad news has this power. While good news is struggling to get 10,000 people to care, bad news can easily provoke 200,000 people. That's why you won't hear about the thousands of flights that land safely every day, but will hear about the Air India crash for weeks. But it even gets worse. Bad news can now go from San Francisco to New York in seconds because of the internet and social media. Anybody can pick up their smartphone and tweet negative news or stream it live on YouTube. So there's an abundance of bad news to make you miserable, but you have to dig deep for good news. Number 4, you're exposed to extreme views on social media. Because bad news tends to get more engagement, social media algorithms push it to wider audiences. And as users engage with the content, algorithms show more posts about the topic to keep users on their platforms. This cycle continues until the next bad news becomes available. People log into social media to connect with friends, but log out feeling like the world is falling apart. If you spend a lot of time on social media, you'll get a high dose of bad news, which can make you feel bad about things. Number 5. Your expectations have outpaced technological advancements. Many decades ago, people needed 8 days to travel from London to New York on ships. It was therefore a miracle for these people to take the same trip in 8 hours with transatlantic flights. Many decades ago, you had to call people from your telephone at home or in the office. Now, you can take your phone anywhere you want and speak to people at any time. Have these technological advancements made us happy? Today, one common complaint is how small the economy seats are. Another is a phone not having 512 gigabytes of memory storage, a storage big enough for a whole city 70 years ago. Technological advancements have made mainstream what was unavailable to the richest people 80 years ago. Yet these advancements are never good enough because they fail to meet our flying expectations. These flying expectations mean that even revolutionary products still leave us with a sense of loss, a loss of a missing feature. And to eliminate this loss, many now need to buy the latest gadgets and machines lest they're left behind by the world. Technological advancements have raised the standard of living to its highest level ever, but they have also raised expectations to a level that they can hardly be met. You can have many good things today and still be dissatisfied with them. And the last one, you spend less time in physical social interactions. Because of the amount of time we spend with our smartphones, laptops, and TVs, there's little time left for meeting people. What of that friend who lives 2 streets away? Let's just talk on FaceTime. And as we spend more time on devices and less time in physical human interactions, we gradually lose the skill of interacting with people. So much so that when we manage to go outside to meet people, we're glued to our smartphones instead of talking to the people in front of us. Why do we need to put our phones away and talk to more people? Loneliness affects 1 in 6 people worldwide and leads to 100 deaths every hour, according to the World Health Organization. Also, lonely people are twice as likely to get depressed. In contrast, social connections can lower the risk of serious health problems, improve mental health, and prevent early death. If you think talking to people offline is outdated, think of all the benefits. If you battle with any of these problems, life can feel awful today, but it doesn't have to stay that way. Start small. Call a friend. Take a walk. Disconnect from those time-sucking devices. Because sometimes the first step in changing how you feel is reflecting on your life to filter the good things, the real problems, and the exaggerated and irrelevant problems. You may find that exaggerated and irrelevant problems worry you more than they should. If you've gotten value from this video, you'll get value from the next video on your screen.